Today on CWN is the first day of May.
And the band directors are running the Beach to Bay Marathon. I'm Emma.
And I'm William. And today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Miss Cooley is taking a group of kids to the fire station tomorrow, and she talks about the reason behind going and learning about some emergency situations on when to call the fire station.
Good morning, cats. I'm here with Miss Cooley. Miss Cooley, I heard you're taking the kids down to the fire station tomorrow to learn a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. So we're going to go down to Annabelle Station 72. It's right down 624. It's a big training center there. We're going to let the kids crawl all over the fire trucks and the ambulance, and they're going to learn about emergency situations. And we just finished doing CPR down here and talking about emergencies, and that was a good way to tie it all together.
Well, that's really cool. And I heard your son's a firefighter.
He is, and he actually went through the program at Del Mar while he was a student here at Calallen, and he graduated from Del Mar before he graduated from high school. So pretty good program.
Well, that sounds amazing, and I'm super excited. Let's turn it back to the studio.
If you have any stuffed animals that you don't need, be sure to donate them to Emma Watkins. She's saving these toys that you donate for kids on foster care. Let's take it to her to see where to donate them and when the deadline is.
Hey cats, I'm Emma Watkins, and in my Family and Community Services class, I'm raising stuffed animals for kids in foster care. And on May 8th, we bring them to the police department for them. So if y'all have any stuffed animals, make sure to bring them before May 8th in Miss Luna's room, and I'll be there to pick them up.
We heard that our band directors here at Calallen, Mr. Goodman, Mr. Velpertson, Mr. Edesmendi, Mr. Dunn, and Mr. Welliver are all running the Beach to Bay Marathon, a marathon that is 26.2 miles in total, and they will be splitting it up between them. They will all be running a portion of it. It sounds super interesting. A lot of hard work has been going into their training for this marathon. Mr. Velpertson has been getting up at 4 a.m. and running before the sun is even out. Let's send it over to Mr. Goodman to get more information on how he feels going in.
Hey cats, I'm here with Mr. Goodman. So I hear the band directors are running Beach to Bay. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, well, the goal kind of began back in 2019 before the pandemic. It shut the whole world down. Mr. Valpers and I are actually ready. We're actually going to do a split it. And I ran a half marathon in February, and we're going to split it. I was going to do one half of the full marathon relay, and Mr. Ross was going to do the other one. It's been years. We kind of reconvened, so we've got 5 of the band directors running the race, plus my wife finishing it off.
That's awesome. And how are y'all preparing for it?
We've had a couple team meetings. We're checking in each other with our mileage. I know 'cause I'm starting with the beach run, so I've been getting out to the island and kind of going from there and making it happen. Other guys, I know Mr. Dunn at the middle school, he's running the causeway, so he's been doing a lot of hill workouts and getting his mileage up.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
The FCCLA classes are working on saving up cans for the food pantry to donate to families. Let's send it over to them to see how they are doing with that.
Hey cats, it's Ella. I'm here with Sam and Pro. Pro, can you tell me a little bit about the project you're doing?
Yes, we were collecting cans to raise money for the food pantry for people that don't have food at home.
Yeah, that's really cool. And can you tell me about yours?
For the Purple Door organization, it's for donating for women who are going through domestic violence. It's just to give them stuff that they need.
Okay, well that's really cool. Thank you, and back to the studio.
The FFA have been doing a lot of things lately, including giving new officers jobs to the hard workers of FFA. Let's send it over to them to see who qualified.
Hey Calallen, I'm here with Taylor Dusek. So Taylor, who are the new FFA officers coming up?
The new FFA officers for the 2025-2026 school year, your president is Milam Henry, vice president is Kaylin Droz, secretary is Sarita Nelson, treasurer is Genevieve Driver, reporter is Tyler O'Brien, sentinel is Ashlyn Stanley, Student advisor is Kaylin Stanley, and your 3 delegates are Paisley Walk, Weston Harrell, and Harper McDonald.
Thank you. And how do you think they're going to do this coming year?
I think they're going to do amazing. It's a great bunch of kids, and I'm excited to see what they bring to Calallen FFA.
All right. Thank you. And back to the studio.
If you're not sure if you can go to the movie incentive tomorrow, be sure to pay attention. Mrs. Nelson is here to tell us where you can check to see if you are eligible to go and what you need to do before going.
Hello, Calallen TV. Today I'm here with Ms. Nelson. Today we're going to be talking about the movies. What is the movies for?
So the movie is for all of those students that had less than 5 or less absences for the spring semester up until about a week and a half ago is when I pulled the report. So that's why the kids are allowed to go.
Yes, ma'am. And when is it?
It's going to be this Friday. Seniors, juniors, and sophomores are going to go in the morning. So you're going to go into your first period class, check in for attendance, and then I'll call you down and we'll leave. And then freshmen are going to go in the afternoon. In the morning, you do need to make sure that you pick up your wristband, go by the windows in front of the cafeteria, and if you are on the list, you'll get a wristband that morning.
Yes, ma'am. That's it from us. Back to the studio.
Some of the seniors just finished their final MAP test ever. In case you were wondering why we take MAP tests, a teacher is here to tell us about what it's all about. Let's send it over now.
Hey Kat, today I'm here at Mr. Scarborough. So Mr. Scarborough, the seniors started MAP testing yesterday and should finish up today. Can you tell me the reason of what MAP testing, like why we're doing it?
All right, so with MAP testing, it's not just the seniors, it's pretty much all the students of the whole school. Right now we're focusing on just core classes, English, math, science, and so on. But with MAP testing, it's a way for us to measure from the beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of year, the different strengths and weaknesses that students have, not just individually, but also class loads and whatnot. So we can make changes that are necessary to focus on the different skills that people are really struggling instead of just kind of hitting the same things over and over again and not really seeing any results. So with MAP testing, we can actually see that in real time, over time, and of course years in the following, and make changes to a curriculum that's actually beneficial to our students rather than just kind of, for lack of a better word, beating a dead horse, Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I hope the students show improvement, and back to the studio.
Yesterday, the Outdoor Adventures class went on an exciting field trip. They went over to the park and were able to fish. One student even caught a crab. Let's send it over to them to see what they did on this eventful day.
Hi, I'm Quinn. I'm here with Edward. Edward, I heard you guys went on a trip yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, so we had a trip over to Cole Park, and we went there on the bus together, and we fished on this big pier out there, and it was a whole ton of fun. I caught one little bait fish, and that was it. It was just so the wind was insane, and the fish didn't really move a whole lot, honestly. So that's what I caught. I think Zach Valperts caught 6 of them off this tiny little pier, this tiny one out there, and that's good for him, honestly, because I didn't catch anything else after my first fish. But so after that, we went over to Hazel Bazemore, and we cooked hot dogs and had lunch out there. So it was a whole ton of fun. So.
Mm-hmm. And what are the purpose of these trips?
Well, I think the purpose of this trip was probably just to know how to tie your own ties and knots and everything, and bait your own hooks and cast off, and do everything just by yourself without the teacher always helping you constantly. So for a bunch of kids, it was a cool experience for them because it was the first time fishing actually. So I think it was a ton of fun, and it was a great trip.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Back to you.
Phlebotomy has their state test tomorrow, so if you see any of the students, be sure to wish them luck. Let's send it over to get some more information.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Serenity. So Serenity, we heard that in phlebotomy you have just a few sticks until you take your state exam. Can you tell us all about that?
Yes, I only have a couple more sticks left, and I've been having teachers and students come in, and they've been very cooperative, and they have given plenty of blood for me to be able to get certified.
All right, and how do you feel about almost being certified?
I feel great. Tomorrow we take our state exam, and I've been told by teachers and students from last year that it's really easy, and the information that we've been learning has been pretty much a breeze, so I feel like it's going to be easy.
All right, perfect. Best of luck, Serenity. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
We interviewed Alexia about the Humane Society needing volunteers. Let's take it to her now.
Hi, my name is Damien Gutierrez, and I'm here with Alexia. So, Alexia, I heard the Humane Society needs more volunteers.
Mm-hmm. The Humane Society is an animal shelter, and currently we're looking for more volunteers.
That's nice. So how would you come around to become a volunteer?
So what you would need to do is you go ahead and check their website, and you would look to see when the next training session was. And you just have to go to one training session, pay $25, and then you're free to volunteer just as you'd like.
You heard that, only $25. Now, back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Addie for Wildcat Media after a quick break.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. You want to live free?
This is how you Sonic.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Sydney Hilliard, a former member of Calallen TV, recently had a donation drive at Annabelle Fire Department and raised well over $1,500 in animal supplies and over 25 bags of food for local animal shelters. We are so proud of Sydney and her dedication to making the world a better place. You can go check this out at Chris 6 News for more information on that. Thank you, and back to the anchors.
Thank you, Addie.
Now let's send it over to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this short break.
Good morning, Calallen. Quick PSA. If your name is on the wall in the cafeteria, that means that you'll have the opportunity to go see Marvel's Thunderbolts in theaters tomorrow. Thunderbolts is a movie about a ragtag team of anti-heroes who must work together must redeem themselves from all their past mistakes and know that they can trust each other in dangerous situations and must also put their skills to the test. This movie is very exciting and I believe all of y'all will love it if y'all have the chance to go see it. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. Eli spoke with Coach Pettis on what our volleyball girls have been up to lately. Let's send it over now to get a closer look on what's been going on.
I'm Eli Alexander. I'm here with Coach Pettis. Coach Pettis, what's the latest on volleyball?
Well, actually, I have some current players who have been helping with our first ever youth volleyball league. They've been doing a great job. We actually finished that today, which is Wednesday, so by the time you see this, it's going to be a little bit later. But they've done a great job running practices for the last few weeks and getting the future of Calallen volleyball looking really well. And then also, on top of that, current kids are playing in the Sinton League. So yesterday we finished our first week of doing that, and we've got a few more weeks of that as well left. So the season's looking good for next year. We're excited for August 1st.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
Now it's time for your local weather forecast with Brandon right after this short break.
Hey Cats, I'm David. I know it's the end of the year, but y'all still have to show up on time every day. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats, where the forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Happy Thursday, everybody. The weather kind of unpredictable. As we see here, current conditions here for today, 85 degrees right now, feeling like 87 with partially cloudy to sunny skies with northeast winds coming at 15 miles per hour and 0% chances of rain. Not too bad, not too bad. Looking at our regional dot bar radar here for today, Nothing much going on, pretty dry for the most part, with only a rip current statement throughout the coastal waters. The hurricane season still above normal with those updated predictions on the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season have just been released from multiple weather agencies. Hurricane seasons begin officially at June 1st and last until November 30th, although those tropical cyclones can still form before and after these dates. Current predictions right now are tropical storms from 13 to 19 storms, hurricanes from 7 to 11 storms, major hurricanes from 3 to 5 storms, and U.S. impact from 3 to 5 storms. Looking at hour 2 through 10 here for today, 2 p.m., 84 degrees, feeling like 87 with 18 southeast winds. At 6 p.m., dying down a little bit to 82 degrees, feeling like 83. And at 10 p.m., 78 degrees, dying down to 81 with 12 southeast winds. Looking at our 3-day outlook here for today on Friday, we're going to be expecting a little bit of a cold front, 89 degrees with that heat index actually at 95, which is a massive increase to the heat index with a 25% chance of rain. On Saturday, expect a little bit of thunderstorms, 82 degrees, feeling like 95 again with 25% chances of rain. And on Sunday should be clearing up, 82 degrees, feeling like 86 with only a 15% chance of rain. And with that, let's take it back to our anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, why don't monkeys fall from the sky in May?
I don't know, William. Why?
During the April showers.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.